Well, good evening, all. Ira Epstein, and here we are with your financial market wrap-up. And this wrap-up is for Tuesday evening, September 16th, 2025. It's now around 6:30 p.m. All right, my friends. How do you buckle in for tomorrow? Because it is when I think we're going to start the rate cut cycle. And not just a cut, a cycle of them. How does it start? Well, I put out a special video tonight, a very short one, not my full reports. And I talked to you about it. It's on the website on the front page. Just go to iraepstein.com and it's there. Obviously, stock market up at this moment. But do you know which way the market's going to react? Remember, you're probably going to get the yin-yang. The yin-yang is this. At 1 o'clock, we get the FOMC announcement. We get the dot plot. We read word for word. The algorithms go crazy on what they're saying. It's too big a cut. It's not big enough a cut. What are the plotters saying? Oh, my God, look at how many they're looking for. That goes on. Because it's 1 o'clock, what time is it in Asia? And what time is it in Europe? In Europe, they've gone home for the day. And in Asia, they're still asleep. They're about to wake up. So you get their reaction in a couple of hours. Then it moves on to Europe a little bit later. And then it comes back to America when you wake up, and away we go. I, of course, am going to be up most of the night. I know you laugh at it, but it's true. And that's what you do. You watch the markets. You're looking to see what they're doing in different parts, and it gives you an idea of where you're at with it. But I like to watch how people wake up in different areas of the world for their reactions. Is it going to be as people think? Well, first off, what do people think? I mean, they're split between 25 and 50 basis points. Should the Fed go big or small? The mortgage bankers' numbers come out first thing in the morning at 6 o'clock. The 30-year fixed rate mortgage today down to 6.15%. Are we going to off this deal? Whatever the Fed does, be able to crack 6% and close under it. That's going to be an important thing. We were just up to 7%, so that's a lot of money that it's falling back. The National Association of Home Builders, their housing and permits numbers, that'll come out at 7:30. The Federal Reserve report with the dot plot and the press conference, 1 to 1:30, it begins. EIA petroleum stocks, they'll come out at 9:30. U.S. firms. The president did not go for the pomp and circumstance in the UK without money. And he didn't pledge U.S. money. What he pledged was private corporations, our big boys, our AI guys, our tech firms. They're over there, and their pledge, I was adding up what I can do. I've written about it in my full research report tonight. I see over 40 billion pounds, not dollars. That's more money than dollars. Pounds pledged to the UK. There's still no deal on TikTok. It's nonsense. Oh, they have a deal and they've got this done. They have the framework for a deal. A framework for a deal is like you went to a car dealer. I like it. What's your best price for me? Oh, yeah, I don't. Well, let me think about it. That's the framework. You got everything, but you haven't made the deal. The president, by the way, today extended that TikTok can operate in the U.S. another 90 days to show good faith because he's going to, on Friday, be speaking with President Xi. Now, I understand that TikTok is not going to use the original algorithm and that China is building an algorithm for it that we might use, or the company, the consortium that potentially gets it. How does that sit with you? I don't know that that's right or wrong. I don't know enough about it. There's a lot of things I don't know enough about. But what you can see tonight is where you're at, and we might as well just go to the markets and look at them. If you finish like this, you're at an all-time high close. What can you say? Market has been bullish, and it hasn't really backed off. You've climbed the wall of worry, and you've broken out. Once you came out of the sideways top action here, you did not look back. The market has just kept going day after day, and you hear about that. It's another day of new all-time high made in the market, blah, blah, and that is the case. It did close lower, but it was an all-time high. We're not doing that tonight, but tomorrow could be anything, as you know. And I mean, it could be anything. You could get exactly what you think should happen, and the market could not accommodate your thoughts. There's often the buy the rumor, sell the fact that comes into play. It's the dot plots, too. What are they going to say? How do people interpret it? Higher lows, higher highs, running the Bollinger Band, that's bullish, not bearish. And you've got an embedded reading. So unless this red line closes under 79, it's still all systems go to the upside. Same in the NASDAQ, it's an embedded reading. Not in the Dow, that's the weak sister. They tried to make the Russell give it up and they couldn't do it. It did not, and I want to repeat, did not lose the reading on the close. It was flirting with it. It was definitely flirting with it at the lows. It managed to recover, and tonight both numbers are still over the 80 level. I'm still in the bull camp. If it rallies, look for the 24-24 area to be a potential resistance point. The DAX backed off again, but it's been just falling. We've done this now a number of days to the 100-day average, finding support and trying rallies. The bias is down, the trend is down, and you're not oversold. So overall, this market's more bearish than bullish still. When we get to the interest rates, you tried to have them lose the embedded reading. They haven't done it tonight. And the 2-year did. Now, is it because of that going to get back to the 18-day average before this is taken out? That's what the odds favor. However, what I've learned to do in all my research on it, while the odds favor that in normal, when you have a big report that could change things, you keep that in the back of your mind, but you're not a big gambler on it. It's that simple. You don't know how the reactions are going to be. In the dollar, an attempt at a breakout. Now, one day proves nothing. It's got to stay out of the band. It's got to make a lower low and close near the lows of whatever the day is tomorrow for me to say it's a breakout to the downside. And the identical thing but flip-flopped in the euro. Remember, you only stay out of the Bollinger Bands 5% of the time. In the pound, you're running the band. I've been telling my traders, I said, I have two favorite currencies, not in terms of you necessarily playing them, but that I think are the strongest, the pound and the Mexican peso. And these are the two that have been running. Bitcoin still looks like it wants to challenge the upper Bollinger Band. It's very overbought. Overbought, to me, is not a way that you attract new buying money. Could happen, but I don't teach that. When we take a look at what's going on with the crude, it's trying to come up here and clear the 200-day average to the Bollinger Band. Not bad action. These arrows are wrong. I don't know how they got there, but you actually have higher lows, higher highs. Both this and this. The arrows should be pointing up. I saved them, but sometimes you get a glitch in it. I use a lot of the experimental software. Same thing happened here. I see it. Lower and low, higher high, and over the band. Same thing here, the arrows. So in the energies, they didn't take for some reason. It doesn't change the picture. I'm explaining it to you. You have upside bias. You had a huge outside day in the nat gas, signaling, again, that this whole area is a difficult area now to get through. And since this low was made and you got up to the Bollinger Band, staying under the 18-day average has become a very difficult task for the market. So you put it together, and what do you do with it? Well, I hope you join me in the morning. It's 6 in the morning when I record my paid research subscribers. I'll be doing that video, and of course, tomorrow night it'll be fun too as we talk here. You can move your cursor up here to an icon to sign up at the research. It'll take you there. Or go to iraepstein.com and just go to the research. You'll see research pricing and the like. Sign up there, and away you go. I'm Ira. It's exciting. There's no question about it. I know you'll get a good night's sleep. As I just said, I know it's a long night for me. Have yourself a great day. I'll catch up with you tomorrow evening. Take care.